By the end of this video, you'll know whether weight loss apps really work and the best method to monitor your nutrition. I've used the exact same method, number one, to lose 32 kilograms of my weight, and number two, to manage my weight and meet my daily nutritional requirement. And I've been doing that for the last 4 years. And surprise, surprise, I've helped others as well to achieve their nutritional goals. Cool? Let's dive in. Hi, my name is Vijit and welcome to my channel. I teach healthy eating as a skill. So in this video, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you should not use weight loss apps and 1 reason why you may use the weight loss apps. Alright, a little bit about me. I lost 32 kilograms in just 7 months. But before the 7 months, I did 1.5 years or like almost 2 years of research on how to eat right to lose weight. That research was mostly trying out some diet, trying out some advice and seeing if it works for me or not. Mostly it didn't work, but every time I failed, I learned something, alright? And then I used to make notes of it and try again, having improved on that particular point, alright? This way I had my own notes, okay? With all this knowledge, somewhere around in, I guess in November 2000, and somewhere around in September 2015, I started my weight loss journey. And in 7 months, so October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March, April, around 7 months, I lost 32 kilogram of weight. Whatever I learned during that time, I've put in this free smart healthy eating program. All right, it's my own wisdom that I've collected and put into this program. Very trivial, but it took me a lot of effort to understand that. Sometimes things that are very trivial are very hard to understand, all right? So if you're a beginner, that's all that you need to start your healthy eating journey, all right? So in this video, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you should not use weight loss apps and 1 reason why you may use a weight loss app or weight loss apps if you want. But if you're not going to use weight loss apps, then what am I asking you to do? I'm asking you to count the calories manually. Only for like 2 months. That's it. Believe me, it's a one-time task for the rest of your life. It's a one-time activity which will help you learn a skill which will stay with you for the rest of your life. You will learn the healthy eating skill by putting in just 2 months. For the rest of your life, you know how to eat right. Now, to teach you how to eat healthy, measuring calories manually is just a tool, and that too just in the beginning. In the program, I've given you all the details. Please go through it. 3 reasons why not to use weight loss apps. Number 1, they do not help you to form right neural pathways. What are neural pathways? Every time you learn something new, neural circuits are formed in the brain. That's how your brain learns. All right, this is extremely, I mean, I've made it extremely simple, all right? Please look up on Google what are like neural pathways. When we use weight loss apps, those right neural pathways are not formed. Let me give you an example. When we are in a classroom and we have to take notes, think of it like this. If you take notes with pen and paper, and if you take notes using a digital device like a laptop or a mobile device, what do you think helps you understand the subject better? The answer is pen and paper. I'll give the link to the research which proves this in the description. So if we use a digital device in place of using pen and paper to take notes, our retention capability is weak. Because pen and paper activates different areas of your brain, and using a digital device activates some other area of your brain. The area of the brain which is activated by pen and paper gives you cognitive edge over learning the subject. Similarly, now the second part is my personal experience, all right? I'm not saying there's any research, or if there is some research, I'm not aware of it. When you measure your calories and nutrition manually, same like pen and paper, different areas of your brain are activated, which helps you understand this process of nutrition better. So this is what happened with me. I used to say, okay, just add a little butter. okay, I'm going to add that little butter, but I'm going to just measure it before I add it. I measured it and I was like, oh, that's like a lot of calories. And no nutrition, just fats. Reduce it. The same thing I was doing using an app, but for some reason when I did it manually, it had a different impact compared to when I just used some app, okay? 1 tablespoon of butter, these many calories. Okay, I added it. I don't know why, but when I measured it myself using a digital weighing scale, all this process is there in that program. Please go through it. All right. I was blown away. I said, God damn. And not just with butter, it happened on few more occasions, or rather many more occasions when I saw things for myself. It just changed. Something changed. I don't know what changed, but something changed. So that's the reason using apps does not give you this cognitive edge. All right. Counting calories and nutrition manually gives you this cognitive edge. Try it out. Try it. I'm telling you, you'll be astonished. Nothing less than that. Reason number 2, they do not help you to experience the shift. So in point number 1, you do not get that cognitive edge, which I can't really talk about, but you got to see it for yourself. In reason number 2 is also as subtle. You cannot experience the shift. Now what is the shift I'm talking about? There are primarily 2 shifts that will happen when you measure your calories and nutrition manually instead of using an app or apps. You will experience 2 kinds of shift. Perspective shift and a psychological shift. Let me explain. Say for example, you go to watch a movie. You watch the movie, you didn't like it. What do you say? You'll go like, such a waste of time. God damn, I hate it. That waste of time, such a waste of time. That's a perspective. And I hate it. The emotional part is the psychological part. All right. Now think of it like this. You get to see the behind the scenes working of how a film is made. You get to see the hard work of so many people. You get to see the amount of money involved. You get to see how serious people have to be to meet the deadlines. There are so many things you get to see when you are like behind the scenes watching how a film is made. So you are witness to the entire filmmaking process, all right? After that, the film comes out, you watch it, and you go like, it's not a good film. You won't go like, what a waste of time. You'll go like, ouch. You feel hurt that audience, they pay for the money, but they may not really enjoy it. But you know, you'll be seeing it in a different way. Your perspective has changed. Your perspective has changed. You are not going to say, what a waste of time. You'll be like, it's definitely not a waste of time for you at least. Okay, you are more worried the audience, they may not have this perspective. Plus, they'll feel like, you will feel their money is wasted. You know, something on those lines. And the psychological part, you won't say, I hate it. You'll be like, we put in, there was a lot of effort put in, but unfortunately, things didn't turn out to be the way they wanted. But nevertheless, they all must have learned something. I don't hate it for sure. I don't hate it. I don't hate the film. I mean, you'll get uncomfortable if the word hate is brought up. You know, so you've experienced that psychological shift. So this is that psychological shift. You see, I hope this example makes sense. This perspective shift and the psychological shift is what I want you to experience. So when you measure calories and nutrition manually using a kitchen weighing scale, instead of using an app, you will experience the shift. Your entire approach towards food will change. Today, the foods that you like, you may not like them afterwards. Today, the foods which you are a diehard fan of, genuinely you will have no desire for those kind of foods. The shift will happen. The shift will happen. Automatic. Think of it like this. Sometimes, you know, you don't like a person. You don't like this person, you don't like him or her, whatever. Then you become aware of their good qualities. You'll be like, I don't think so he's that bad a person or she's that bad a person, right? What happened? You know that shift? Similar shift you'll experience when you'll start measuring calories yourself, when you'll start measuring calories and nutrition yourself. I cannot oversell it. You know, these are things which words just can't explain. You just do it for like 1 week. 1 week, that's it, and you will experience this shift. And last but not the least, you will not be confident if you use the apps. Say, you don't know what exact ingredients have gone into making that recipe, all right? And even if the app tells you, like, okay, these are the ingredients and this was the quantity and these many calories, you cannot really be sure about that. How can you be sure? Tell me. Are you so sure that it's 100% right? Like you're placing your trust into something else. Well, they can be right. I'm not saying they are always wrong. They can be wrong. There's a small probability, yeah. Say for example, you use, like this happened to me. I used to use the apps and it used to tell me that tea has 150 calories. Whole milk tea has 150 calories. Skimmed milk tea has some 110 calories. I don't know. What I do rather, so I buy the milk packet, I see behind the packet how much are the calories in it. I know it. I know how much sugar I've added. I know exactly. So it makes me more confident. Makes me more confident. Apps will not make you that confident. Plus, if you customize it, say for example, if you go by the tea example, if I'm going to add, say for example, ginger, cardamom, and say for example some more spices, spices, they're very negligible in calories, but just for the example, if I add something more to it, I may not find that that particular kind of tea in those apps. How do I know it? So this power to customize and then know the calories and nutrition in it is not there in the apps. You will not feel confident. You will not feel confident. And if you're still feeling confident, you're not like me. I like to keep the control to myself. I should know what is going in the food, and I should be able to measure it so that I know exactly how much calories I'm consuming. Maybe I'm just too obsessed with it. But try for yourself. Try for yourself. If you are going to do the first two things, I'm sure you'll experience the third thing automatically. So these are the 3 reasons why I would highly motivate you not to use any apps. Counting calories and nutrition manually may sound mundane, may sound boring, but just do it for that initial period to experience the shift, to experience the cognitive edge, and you'll thank me. Your entire perspective towards food will change forever. You cannot unlearn it. It's like learning a bicycle. Once you've learned it, you cannot unlearn it. It's that powerful. I highly motivate you. And it's all there in my program. And the one reason why you can use the weight loss app is, I don't see any reason, but if you just want to use it, if you're an absolute beginner, you want to see, like you don't even know what are calories, like, and you don't even know how much calories there in food, and you're just blindly eating, you can use an app in the beginning for like a couple of days, maximum a couple of weeks, to have some idea. But if you're really serious, move to counting calories manually. To just do that in the beginning, just in the beginning, for 67 days. Watch the program, you'll know the answer why I say 67 days. That's it. Now what I say, if that makes sense to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. And one thing, and I would like to ask you a question. If you have used weight loss apps, did they really help you? Please comment and let us know. Someone else who's reading the comment may get an answer. Thank you for watching.